Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Melee, and we have an exciting match tonight, the most exciting type of match, a title match in the singles division. Our champion, Cameron the Commander Holzmann, is defending his belt for the first time against Dylan Vicious Vanthuyne. It's been an ongoing joke. The singles belt has kind of been playing hot potato between players. No player has defended it quite far. The last time we saw Cameron, he beat Jeremy for the title. One of the more dominant victories we've seen in a singles title match in a long time. But Dylan, he's had a long road to get here, facing 4 different competitors in order to get to this match. He faced Jordan, he faced Jeremy, he faced Kirk, and he faced me. Now he has eyes set up on the
I'm excited. This is going at it tonight. It should be an exciting match. Also, no matter what happens tonight, it was said earlier, belt stays in Canada. So,
we're going to bring in our being Dylan. Dylan, you're one of the more respected players in this league. You're one of the most loved players. Whenever we see you go on these types of runs, it's always fun. How are you feeling? You held the belt before.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. First of all, yeah, I feel good. I kind of like after I lost the belt, I was like, what if this whole run that I was on initially where I got the belt was just fraudulent and it was just luck and like cashing in a last one standing. And after my loss to James at the beginning of the season, I was like, yep, I've been found out. So the fact that I was able to then go on a run to get here to this point, I'm proud of. So just going to try to enjoy it and have fun. Yeah.
Love that attitude. I see you bring in your opponent tonight, the champion, Cameron Holzmann. Cam, you've been in this league since 2019. I saw your reaction when you did win that belt. It was a very emotional moment. How are you feeling defending it for the first time?
I'm feeling good. I'm in a fun position here, especially this year, where no one has defended the singles belt this year. I am the 4th singles champion after 4 singles title matches. And I would like to be the first to be able to do so. It's kind of interesting when it's a revolving door and it keeps going around, but like for me personally, I kind of want to keep it so that Boatman left and no one's been able to like even try to hang on to it since then. Like every title match has kind of been a little lopsided in its own way. And so like Dylan is a great player, has held the belt before, had an incredible run to get here against a lot of great players. Yeah, he and I are very similar in some ways in our tastes, are very different in a lot of other ways in our tastes. And I think that the way that the wheel and the strengths panned out sort of reflects that. But whatever happens, I'm ready to have fun. This will be a great match. And again, like has been said before, Canada still wins no matter who wins.
Really not a fan of this Canadian pride, but round 1 is going to go like this. Competitors will get 8 questions in 8 different categories, each worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to write their answers on their board, after which I will say pens down, and they will reveal their answers one at a time. If competitors get all 8 questions right, they will receive a bonus question because this is a title match. Competitors get 4 repeats and 1 challenge. Competitors, any questions before we head into the match?
No, just a comment that Cameron and I have very similar glasses, I just noticed.
The difference is mine have no prescription. These are fake.
That's fair. Jack, I'm going to call an audible. I'm going to have you take the odd questions.
thank you. All right. With that, your first question comes in the category of drama. Which 2020s drama is about 4 teachers who make a pact to stay at 0.05 BAC to test if drinking will make them more creative and relaxed? Yeah, no, I saw a future question and I was struggling trying to figure out how to pronounce that in my head. So thank you.
Protect your co-host from embarrassment. It's always good to
Unlike some people that give them the more difficult questions to read and then you butcher names.
Sorry.
1 pens down. Cam, we'll go to you.
Another round.
You will go to Dylan.
I still need to see this. Another round.
Another round is correct. We had your second question in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Thermians are an alien race in which 90s science fiction film? Do they have any thermostats up in Canada?
Yeah, there's one not in this room, but like outside of it. They do exist. We're not in the Dark Ages.
That's good. With winter coming up,
Out of what some Americans may believe.
Fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan will go to you.
I'm not sure. I just guessed the Fifth Element.
We'll go to Cam.
Well, those the guys in Independence Day.
They were not. They are the guys in Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest was the correct answer.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, no more perfect rounds as we get into the third question of the round, which is in the category of romantic comedies. What body part is Ronnie missing in Moonstruck?
Jack, I'm looking at your eyes, and I gotta say, I'm moonstruck right now.
I'm not gonna lie, you're like the first person to ever give me that compliment, so I'll take it.
You're a beautiful man. I love you, man.
Thank you. That's a lie, but I love it, so thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam will go to you.
Hand.
We'll go to Dylan.
This movie's mid. Hand.
I agree.
Thank you. Hand is correct. Thank you for not making that complicated. As we head into your fourth question in the category of directors. Who directed Audition, Ichi the Killer, and Sukiyaki Western Django? Hey, Jack, was this the question that you were scared of?
I will neither confirm nor deny, but it's a strong possibility.
Had a feeling. There's some things I can say, but it's a little mean to certain competitors, so I'm not going to say it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan will go to you.
Now, this is my type of question. Takashi Miike.
And we will go to Cam.
I remembered it as the countdown ended. Yeah.
Takashi Miike is correct. Dylan getting the 1 point lead there.
And with that, we'll continue on with your next question, which comes in the category of the 2000s. Who plays April in Pieces of April?
All right, quick. Top 12. Where would April be on your top 12 months?
Probably number 2. It's the month that I got my liver transplant, so it's kind of special to me. So.
Okay, yeah, personal stuff. I get that.
Yeah, June number 1.
Oh, June's number. I live in Arizona. June is absolutely not number 1.
Yeah, I live in frozen hellscape. That's the warm month.
That's absolutely fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam will go to you.
Katie Holmes.
We'll go to Dylan.
Now, this is not my type of question. I said Reese Witherspoon.
Katie Holmes is correct. Cam tying it up right there.
I was like, I know the poster. Who is that person?
And to your sixth question in the category of Oscars, 1974's The Towering Inferno, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Days of Heaven all won what Oscar? Yeah, my favorite month is probably either October or November. I really do love the falls here in Arizona.
Yeah, no, October's great. That's right before it just becomes absolutely unbearable here in Alberta. So yeah, no.
Yeah, down here those months are Days of Heaven. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan will go to you.
Said best cinematography.
You will go to Cam.
I also said that.
Yeah, best cinematography is correct. Both players hitting that. Jack, hit them with their penultimate question.
All right. Your next question comes in the category of actors and actresses. Maria Falconetti, Mila Jovovich, and Jane Wiedlin have all played which historical figure?
Jack, I panicked for a second looking at that first name, and I was like, Jack, my boy, he completely crushed it.
You know what? I'm glad I did because I thought I fucked it up. So thank you.
No, you hit that perfectly. I'm very proud of you. 5,
Very much.
4.
See this as an absolute win.
1. Pens down. Cam, we'll go to you.
Joan of Arc.
And we will go to Dylan.
Yeah, isn't Maria Falconetti's only performance Joan of Arc?
Maria Falconetti's only performance is Joan of Arc. Oh, getting that
Is
question
Jane
right.
Wiedlin the one in Bill and Ted?
I believe so, yes. But your final question will be coming to you in the category of classics. Bruno dies at what kind of location in Strangers on a Train?
Omitting a certain actress from that last question seems a little harsh, but you know what? That's okay. Not everyone is as big on Ingrid Bergman as I am. So
That's fair. That's fair.
also, she's excellent in that movie. Not to talk about other movies, but she's excellent in Joan of Arc.
Check it out. 5, 4, 3,
Movie's
2,
fine.
1. Down. Dylan, we'll go to you.
Amusement park?
We'll go to Cam.
I know there's tennis in the movie, so a tennis court.
Amusement park is correct. So out of round 1, Jack, I have Dylan getting the lead 6-5. Is that what you have?
That is what I have. Yeah.
Round 2 is going to work like this. Competitors will get a spin at the wheel, in which case they'll receive 5 questions in whatever category they land on, each worth 2 points apiece. Check down the multiple choice. It devalues that question down to 1 point. If competitors don't like what they spin for the first time, they are allowed to respin, but they must keep whatever they land on for their second spin. But be on the lookout because stealing is involved in this round. Because this is a title match, the champion had the choice as to whether or not they wanted to keep spinners and opponent's choice in the wheel. Cameron elected not to have spinners and opponent's choice. Your categories on your wheel tonight are 21st century live action musicals and Sony picture animation, which are Cam's strength, 2020s horror and directed by Jim Jarmusch, which is Dylan's strength, as well as the general categories of horror, animation, directors, family, mystery thrillers, and musicals. Dylan, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or second?
I'll go second.
All right, then Cam, this will be your first spin.
All right.
You land on the category
We're
of
gonna
21st century live action musical. You're going to take that. Okay.
Yeah.
Taking the wheel out.
Not gonna get.
Why do you give Cam his question to the category 21st century live action musicals?
For sure. Cam, are you ready for your questions in 21st century live action musicals?
I hope so.
All right. Your first question. In The Muppets, what fashion magazine does Miss Piggy work for?
Vogue.
That is correct for 2 points.
I was like specifically Paris, but I don't know if you need that more.
We did not. Your next question. Who plays prosecutor Mr. Harrison in Chicago?
Mr. Harrison is Colm Feore, however you pronounce his last name.
That's correct for another 2 points. Your third question. What is the name of Stacey Jax's band in Rock of Ages?
Arsenal.
For another 2 points. That's correct. And your penultimate question. Who directed Footloose?
Okay, this wasn't on the approved list because there was a list for the strength and this wasn't on it.
3.
Multiple choice,
2.
I guess.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Jeff Nichols, B, Craig Brewer, C, Harmony Korine, or D, Deborah Granick.
Craig Brewer.
That's correct for 1 point. And your final question.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's get.
I'm
Okay.
in a second.
Apologies.
You know what? No, I'm fine with it. If Dylan wants to go for something, he can try. I got a point and I'll leave it.
I don't think. Go ahead. It's fine.
All right.
All right. With that, then your final question in 21st century live action musicals. In Wonka, what is the name of the chocolate that the zoo security guard eats that puts him to sleep the first time Wonka and Noodle meet the giraffe?
Ooh. That's a good question. I only saw this the one time. I'll go multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options is A, Big Night Out, B, Laffy Taffy, C, Bottle Caps, or D, Everlasting Gobstoppers.
It's Big Night Out.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job.
Well, after that, I have Cam getting a clean sweep of this category, getting his score up to 13. Dylan remaining at 6. Is that what you have, Jack?
That is what I have, yep.
All right, let's bring the wheel back in for Dylan's first spin.
All right. Let me know when it's on screen.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You land on the category of family. Would you like to keep that or spin again, Dylan?
I shall spin again.
All right.
All right. Let's keep whatever you land on here. You land on the category of animation.
All right.
I will be giving you your questions in the category of animation. Dylan, are you prepared?
Sure.
All right. Which animated film features a man buying a Japanese sex doll for his son while on a business trip?
Anomalisa.
That is correct, and thank you, question writers, for having me do that.
Had to ask the most Dylan
Thank you,
animated
Jason,
question
for not
possible.
having me do that.
Your second question. What Oscar-winning actress voices Mama Luna in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Five,
Repeat the question,
4,
please.
3. All right, that is your first repeat. What Oscar-winning actress voices Mama Luna in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish?
I know she's in it. I know she won an Oscar. Olivia Colman.
5. That is incorrect. Cam, a chance for a 2-point steal.
I think it's Divine Joy Randolph.
And that is correct for the 2-point steal. All right, Dylan, your third question. In Yellow Submarine, what is the name of the land that is attacked by the Blue Meanies that is later saved by the Beatles?
Thank you for that. Pepperland.
That is correct for 2 points.
We had to ask the two most Dylan animated questions possible.
I'll go to my grade. That movie's awesome. I don't care what anyone says.
Sure. Your penultimate question in the category of animated. The amusement park that Max and Goofy visit in a Goofy movie is themed after what kind of animal?
Ooh. Can I have a score check, please?
It is 10 to 15, Cam.
I'll go to multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, kangaroo, B, possum, C, koala, or D, raccoon? Five, 4.
Can you repeat the options, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Your first repeat of the options. Is it A, kangaroo, B, possum, C, koala, or D, raccoon?
Raccoon.
That is incorrect. Cam, a chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, kangaroo, B, possum, C, koala, or D, raccoon?
Possum.
That is correct for the 1-point steal.
Great scene.
And your final question in the category of animated. In Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, it is prophesied that the savior of the valley would be wearing a blue version of what clothing item?
whatever. I'll say
5.
jacket.
That is incorrect. Cam, a chance for a 2-point steal.
My gut told me cape.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for robe.
I'll challenge. Why not?
All right. We'll be right back after this challenge.
Is that a challenge?
All right. Back in the challenge, we did look at the scene. We looked at the transcript. There's a little bit of dicey stuff between what the prophecy says and what Nazca shows up in the last scene. That being said, the question was asking about the prophecy. And the prophecy does specifically say robe. So with that, unfortunately, Dylan will be losing his challenge, and the score will be remaining at 10-16. Is that what you have, Jack?
That is what I have, yeah.
Round 3 is going to work like this. Before the match, competitors gave each other two movies to deep cut study, and now they will answer 2 deep cut level questions, each worth 2 points apiece. Jack, why don't you hit them with our first deep cut question?
Absolutely. Your first deep cut question will come from the movie Aquila and the Bee. Your question. At the district spelling bee, which word does the disqualified student's mom help him spell? Stuttered for a sec there.
You're good. I think both competitors went straight to their board. The word. I wonder if when players deep cut this movie, if they don't write anything aside from the words. 5, 4, 1, pens down. Cam will go to you.
Carmagnole.
And we will go to Dylan.
Carmagnole.
Carmagnole is correct.
You can't forget the G.
Yes.
As we head to your next question, the category of Happy Gilmore. After Shooter pays him, the man who harassed Happy at the Pro Aim tournament suggests going to what restaurant with Shooter? Restaurants are fun.
They are. I've heard this movie's getting a sequel, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I've heard that too. Banter's tough in the deep cut round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dylan, go to you.
Red Lobster.
Go to Cam.
You gotta get a cheddar biscuit. Red Lobster.
Red Lobster is correct. Jack, why don't you head right there? Question.
Yeah, your third question comes from the movie Theater Camp. During the bonfire, Amos tells a story about running into a man he had an affair with while auditioning for Juilliard, who had what name?
It's one of my favorite things about deep cut questions is you see competitors go to their board at first and they're like, oh, what part of the question are you going to ask? What are you going to ask? Are you asking the name of the person, where they're auditioning? What's going on?
I think we were both ready to write the name or the year.
Fair. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam will go to you.
Good old Gerald 08.
Dylan.
Gerald.
Gerald is correct. So we head to your final question in the category of Cosmopolis. The pastry assassin said he creamed Fidel 3 times in 6 days in what city?
Just waiting for a question about this guy.
I've never
There's
seen
so many notes I have on this one little monologue.
Learning that this movie was based on a novel by the guy who wrote White Noise makes so much sense.
I didn't know that.
Legit,
I believe it.
5% for this movie were from this scene.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan will go to you.
Bucharest.
We'll go to Cam.
Bucharest.
You guys are fucking pros. That is correct. All right. So after that, Jack, I have the score remaining the same in terms of difference. Cam now has got his score up to 24. Dylan got his score up to 18. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, yes.
All right, but anything can happen as we move into round number 4, also known as the full throttle round. New name. Competitors are going to receive 5 questions in 5 different categories without knowing what the category is. about to be asked. Once they hear the category, they have the option as to whether or not they want to they want to answer the question or skip out on it, but they can only skip out 2 times. If they get the question right, they gain 1 point. If they miss the question, you lose 1 point. Competitors, any questions before we head into the full throttle round?
Yep.
All right. Then the first question you can take a risk on is Oscars. All right, competitors, Cam, will you be answering?
I'm going to skip this one.
All right, and Dylan, will you be answering?
I probably shouldn't, but I'm also going to skip.
All right, both skipping, had a feeling. I'm going to ask you this question, category of Oscars. What was the most recent Best Picture winner to not win the most awards for its year's Oscar ceremony? Both players now down to 1 skip.
I should probably mark that.
Yep. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, will go to you.
Coda?
We'll go to Dylan.
I think that's it. I said Green Book.
Coda is correct, but it doesn't matter because another player decided to answer. So with that, we're going to head into your next question that you can bet on. The next question, the next category you can bet on is war. Dylan, we're going to start with you. Are you going to be betting on war?
Yeah.
And Cam, we're going to go to you. Will you be betting on
I'll
war?
take my chances with whatever comes next. No.
Jack, why don't you hit him with his questions? With his question, the category of war.
For sure. Your question. What 2010s war film mainly follows real-life Navy SEAL Chris Kyle?
I think someone is a little upset they didn't decide to bet.
Perhaps.
Let's see what happens in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan, we're going to go to you.
American Sniper.
And we will go to Cam.
Yeah, American Sniper.
American Sniper is correct. So Dylan gaining a little bit of a lead there, 19-24, as we head into your third category, in the category of crime. All right, Cam, I don't know why you're asking, but are you betting?
I have to.
Dylan, are you betting?
Yes.
Sounds good. Then your third question in the category of crime. Who played Benny Blanco in Carlito's Way? I was a little thrown off by the who played. Usually it's who plays, but played is also completely fair because movies do come out in the past tense.
You're not wrong there.
Yep. Let's repeat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cam will go to you.
Chaz Palminteri's in crime movies sometimes.
And we're going to go to Dylan.
Is it John Leguizamo?
John Leguizamo is correct. So with that, Cam is losing a point. Dylan is gaining a point. The score is now 20-23 going into the penultimate question. Jack, hit him with the category.
Absolutely. Your penultimate question is in the category of the 2000s.
Dylan, will you be betting?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, and Cam, I'm
I
ready.
still got it.
Still got it. Okay. Jack, hit him with this penultimate question.
All right. Your penultimate question in round 4. In iRobot, what makes Sonny different from the rest of the NS5 robots in production?
I don't know whether or not you did it on purpose, but the fact that you said penultimate makes me so mad.
It wasn't on purpose.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm just bad at word.
That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan will go to you.
I said he has emotions.
We will go to Cam.
Said he can think freely.
The answer we have is he can feel emotions, so I'm only going to be giving it to Dylan unless Cam would like to challenge.
I'm going to challenge because like he is also different from them in that like not only can he feel emotions, but he is like self-aware. He is like independent in relation to them.
Okay, we'll be right back after this challenge.
Is that a challenge?
All right, very lengthy discussion. Philosophy was getting into. What is a human? What is a machine is getting into? Bottom line, Cam's going to get the point. He thinks freely is acceptable. So the score is now 24-21 going into his final question. Cam keeps his challenge. The final category that you can answer a question from is romance. Cam, I don't know why I'm asking, but please flip your board.
Going.
Yeah, and Dylan, are you going to abstain or are you going to?
I'll sit this one up. Sorry.
This one out. Okay. Then Cam, this one's just going to be going to you in the category of romance. In an affair to remember, Mickey and Terry meet aboard what mode of transportation? This goes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam will go to you.
I think it's a boat.
We'll go to Dylan.
A boat.
Boat is correct, and fuck, it's fair. So after that, Cam getting a point there. So after that, Jack, I have Dylan making a little bit of ground, getting a score up to 21. Cam now being at 25. Is that what you have?
That's what happened. Yes.
All right, but anything that happens, we move into round number 5, also known as the Pick Your Poison round. Before the match, competitors went back and forth drafting categories that will appear here to answer questions from, and now they will draft once again to decide what questions they will answer from here. The categories your competitors can choose from are horror, animation, westerns, family, directors, musicals, mystery thrillers, and recent releases. Your competitor will pick their categories right now. All right, your competitors have chosen their categories. Dylan, you are behind, so you will be answering first. What would you like for your 1-pointer?
I'll take westerns.
Sounds good.
All right. With that, Dylan, your first question in the category of westerns, or your 1-point question in the category of westerns. Name one of the actors to play the titular characters in 1973's Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid.
Five, 4.
Weirdly enough, the only person that I know for sure is in this movie is Bob Dylan, so I'll go with that.
That is incorrect. The correct answers were James Coburn or Chris Christopherson.
Gotcha. He is in that movie, though. Fun fact.
Good. I didn't know that.
What would you like for your 2-pointer?
I'll take mystery/thriller.
All right. Your 2-pointer in mystery thriller. Who plays FBI agent Will Graham in Manhunter?
Nick Nolte.
That is incorrect. We were looking for William Peterson.
Oh.
What would you like for your 3-pointer?
Let's go with directors, please.
All right. Your 3-point question in the category of directors. Who directed the classic films What Did the Lady Forget, Early Spring, and Late Spring?
Yasujiro Ozu.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right. Here is the situation we are in. Dylan must hit his 4-pointer in the category of horror. If he does, he sends the game back over to Cam to answer some questions. If he doesn't, Cam does win the game.
Yeah. Right. All right, Dylan, your 4-point question in the category of horror. You will find a main character believing himself to be a vampire, seeking advice from a disc jockey who dubs him the Count in what 70s horror film?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, I believe that is your second repeat of the match. Your question once again. You will find a main character believing himself to be a vampire, seeking advice from a disc jockey who dubs him the Count in what 70s horror film?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
All right. I believe you have one repeat left.
Yep.
You will find a main character believing himself to be a vampire, seeking advice from a disc jockey who dubs him the Count in what 70s horror film?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Last one.
All right. Your final repeat. You will find a main character believing himself to be a vampire, seeking advice from a disc jockey who dubs him the Count in what 70s horror film?
Good game, Cameron. I'll say The Sentinel.
And your winner, Cameron the Commander Holzmann. The answer we were looking for was Martin. Martin
Oh, shit.
was
Yeah.
the answer we were looking for. We're going to be heading into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher, Dylan. I don't think you have anything to hold your hang your head against. You had the lead out of round 1. You did really, really well in round 4. Just maybe you could have bet on maybe just that last question. Really just seems like round 2 and round 5 just didn't go your way. And when 2 rounds just aren't going your way, it's tough to come back from that. How are you feeling tonight?
Not great. The one I was feeling fine about how I was doing up until that I heard what the answer was on Martin, because I have seen that movie, but the answer was not coming to me in the moment. Yeah, for some reason the disc jockey part was not ringing any bells in my brain for that movie. So yeah, I feel bad about that. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I wish I could have done better. I'm happy how I did in round 1, round 4, and deep cuts. I was worried that was going to go poorly, but it went all right. Yeah, no excuses. Cameron played great today, so good to him. Good for him. You can't really make with how he's been playing this year, especially in 5-round formats. So you can't really make much mistakes against him. And unfortunately, I had a few really bad mistakes in round 2 and round 5 that just put the game out of reach.
Totally get that. When you do come back, you are an excellent player. I can't wait to see you back next season. When you do come back, who would you like to?
Payson, me, you, and I are 1-1 now, so I think we should do the trilogy. Let's go.
I would totally be down for that. Love that. Dylan, thank you so much for showing up. It's always a pleasure to see you. We're going to now be talking with the winner of this match, Cam. It's like you said, you're the first singles competitor in 4 champions to defend the belt. Must be feeling pretty good. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. First things first, fantastic game to Dylan. Out of round 1, had the lead on me, and then round 2, just the wheel was kinder to me than it was to Dylan. Both title matches I've played so far, I got 21st Century live action musicals, which that's the main thing I want to see on there. And then Dylan, I know animation, not the thing he super wanted, and a thing that it's well documented that I'm a fan of. I'm the one that put it there. But then, yeah, deep cuts, he played very, very well. Round 4, he did a lot better in round 4 than I did. He was able to make up that ground. And then round 5, just like those were tough questions. Like it's the thing with a title match where like you got to be prepared for those high level questions, and like Dylan knows his stuff. Like he's the one who picked those categories, put them there, and I think it just was things that are ever so slightly out of his knowledge base. But yeah, still a fantastic match from him. As for me, like I feel good. It's nice to be able to defend. It's nice to hang on to it. It's nice to be the first person all year to do so. Yeah, a way closer match than my last one. I still feel good with how I played. I'm excited to see what comes next, but overall, I'm feeling good, other than I should have chosen categories differently in round 4, I feel.
That's fair. But, well, Cam, you do have one more defense coming up this year. I can't quite say what are the stipulations of that, but who would you like to see at the final act going against you?
I think that's an interesting one. I mean, like, I'll always sort of, like, I love Red Shaw. I'd love to play Red Shaw. I think, like, he had the title, and then unfortunately, like, he did a cash in, and then someone else basically cashed in right after him with their like winning thing from the last one standing. So Red Shaw was champion for, if we're looking at like the canon of the videos, for a total of a match, and then it unfortunately got taken from him. So I think it'd be nice for him to have like a shot again, especially because he played super well in both of his matches. But otherwise, if we're looking at people who haven't held the belt this year or in a while, I think Jacoby played great this year. Rue played fantastic in the tournament, and I think seeing him again would be great. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, and whoever you throw at me, I'll do my best to be ready for them.
Love that. It's always fun to see you, Cam. I'm sure whoever's going to face you is going to be having a very formidable match coming up. We'll see you later at the final act. Jack, real quick, final thoughts on this match.
Excellent match. Both players played a great game. Dylan with the lead out round 1. It was a very back and forth match. This was excellent and everything I was hoping it would be.
Couldn't have said that better ourselves. Thank you all for watching this weekend. It is title weekend. Remember to watch the team's title match back to Formula going up against Blaine in Canada. But on behalf of Cam, on behalf of Dylan, on behalf of everyone here at Multiplex Movie Melee, I'm Payson the Cinemaster Johnson. That's Jack Pinchuk. Have a great night.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
Bye-bye.